I've been doing this long enough to know that I can't really hide anything from you guys, because whenever there's a car in the background, you guys see it. And I kind of already dropped the ball on doing some big reveal that my GC8 finally made it from Japan. So if you don't know this car, I've had it for a few years sitting in storage in Japan. It's a GC8 Type 6 version STI Type R Limited. That's a long freaking name. And if you've been watching this channel long enough, you know that I am not a very big Subaru guy, and this was, I think, actually my first Subaru before I got the, you guys are gonna say about the one that I had with Jimmy that I off-road. This is my first real Subaru, and it's a pretty special car. Some of the most special bits about it that I'll share with you if you haven't seen this car before. The blue interior is sick, the blue trim is sick, the built-in factory. Oh dude, it still smells like Japanese fuel. It's so good. Look at that. Look at all the air comes in. So I go with my vape. I don't vape. I won't ever vape. I'd say for all intents and purposes, it's pretty stock, but there's a couple little things I've done to it while I was over in Japan. Put some sticky tires on it, some Bronze C 28s, endless rotors in the front and the rear. It's like kind of set up well to be a fast car. And what I want to do today with the car is get a baseline of how it does around the compound. We're going to do a lap with it. And I also have some questions and some random things as we dive a little bit deeper into the car for you guys that are Subaru experts to help me find little bits and pieces. I don't really know what I should do with the car. I just know that I love how it looks and I want to see how it does around the compound. And it's dead. Add battery to the list. Ice cold, baby.
Yeah?
I got a new daily.
She's off to a good start then.
Pump gas, ice cold AC. I know what I'm driving tonight. You know what I forgot, Mike? This car's a baby.
Really?
40,000 kilometers.
Oh, wow.
I spent a lot of money on this car, but it's clean.
Very clean. 40,000, so that's like 27,000 miles-ish.
She's a very young girl in terms of mileage. So part of the reason I haven't been driving this car, because it's been here now a couple weeks, I don't like to drive anything from Japan without properly putting it on the lift and giving it a check over. So I'll show you guys, I know we've done this pretty much every time we've had a new car, the things I usually look for just to make sure I don't go drive this car, rip around the compound, and crash into a pond. Because it's gonna happen eventually. I hope it's not me, but I don't want it to be this car.
I got one of them Ring of Fire oil filters.
Wait, what's a Ring of Fire oil filter?
That's what we'd call them back in the day when I worked at Valvoline. You would always burn your hands on these ones.
So fun fact about this car, kind of a flex, all the maintenance on it when it was in Japan was done by Monster Service. If you guys are Initial D fans, you know what Monster is from being on the top of the Evo. So I actually had them do like shifter bushings, they did an oil change, they did valve cover gaskets, brake job on this thing.
Dang.
By Monster Service. So they're the last ones to touch this car, so if there's anything wrong, it's their fault. Just kidding.
It looks like factory new under here.
Is this good for Subaru?
Yeah, dude.
I don't have anything to compare it to. I love how the arms are pink.
Yeah.
So other than the obvious, like checking lug nuts, checking fluids, I'll usually go around and give her one of these just to see if everything's loose. I think I might have had it up in the air at Sam at shop, so yeah. She's feeling pretty tight though.
Is he the one that pranked you and put the pink control arms on the back?
No, that's a STI thing.
I know.
Yeah, no leaks too, that's great. This thing would smoke so much when I had it in Japan.
Really?
Yep, so next thing I'll do, I'll check the lug nuts, I'll set the tire pressure good, and then we'll go see what this thing does around the compound. A little bit of camber wear, could probably use some new tires. Only on one. I wonder if it one wheel peels or something, like coming out of corners, and that's why. If you're a car guy, this is cool. If you're a luxury person, this is not cool. No sound deadening. Entire car, not on the wheel wells, not underneath, nothing. So you hear every little pebble. But as a result, this car is incredibly light. I'll put the weight on the screen, but for an all-wheel drive car made in, I think this car is like a 2000. It's either 99 or 2000, I don't know off the top of my head. Incredibly light for what the car is. This is driving me nuts, because every time I go to use it without gloves, it just gets my hands filthy. Grios multi-purpose citrus cleaner. Not only is it fun from the foam, watch how good this stuff works. Brand new. Little break from the Subaru stuff to talk to my guys that are from Toronto. If you haven't seen it on my other social media, I'm excited to let you guys know that I'm coming back for Race Wars Toronto at TMP Cayuga on July 26th. I'll be hanging out, doing meet and greets, giving ride-alongs, and I'll actually be with Josiah and the FDF crew, so we'll be doing demos. He's got a pretty sweet rig for me that I'm gonna be driving, giving ride-alongs. If you don't already have your tickets, I recommend going over to racewars.ca. I'll put it on the screen right here. I'll put a link in the description. Get your ticket, get registered. Canada always shows up strong, and I'm stoked to see you guys there. I'm just going through all the random stuff that I left in this car in Japan. Got my alignment sheet. Did a little bit of aggressive alignment on this thing, you know, for the toge. They make such things called a Suzuki Hustler. That would not fly in the US.
No, not at all.
Also, I got a cool little JDM shot glass. I don't remember buying this. Is that a shot glass? Of course it's not.
That's a little decorative guy. Yeah, hang it from your mirror.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Hang it from your mirror.
I do not remember these.
Oh. Whoa.
That's probably Voldemort. Hey, I was looking for that. My gold card. Look at that.
That's cool.
It looks like a mug shot. I don't have crazy high expectations. It's a small tire that's probably pretty old. But I'm just excited to see what it feels like and what it sounds like around here. It needs to come. I'm gonna get some heat in the tires and then we'll see what this thing can do. Now I have had this on one track in Japan before and it's actually pretty impressive. Ooh, steering wheel's too slippery to wear gloves. I think this thing's actually gonna have a lot of grip. It feels like it's happy. Brakes, I think should be good. I've got good fluid in them. We'll see though. Not sure how gearing is gonna be here. Feels really slow. 0.6 bar. Alright, I had the boost turned down low. I don't remember why, but I just turned it back up. So now it'll make a bar versus making half a bar, which is rookie numbers for an STI. Could probably turn it up more, but I'm playing it safe. Alright, lap number 1. I'm gonna go easy on the launch. See what this puppy can do. Good launch. Whoa, aggressive shift. Really good corner speed. Like, actually incredible corner speed. Makes things being very fast. Definitely can get on throttle earlier than I am right now. Rubbing a little bit on the fender well. Very fast. Very impressed with this thing. Brakes are fantastic. Killer first lap. Oh, the rubbing. One wheel peeling a lot, so that's definitely why I have that wear on that tire. That was really good though. I feel guilty rubbing on that fender liner. Apart from it one wheel peeling out of corners, it feels like incredibly fast.
Really?
Yeah, like I think this is gonna be like one of the top cars.
I figured it would compare to one of your Evos, maybe.
Yeah, it's on really old tires, they're tiny, so I didn't think it would do that well, but
yeah, it's
good. All right, I'm gonna push it and see how much speed I can carry towards my house this time. Good launch. Wow. I got a little greedy with the gas cut. That's a fast line right there. Keep it neutral in the corners, it seems to like a lot. I'm gonna open up and just straight line and throttle out. That was good. Fast lap right there. So quiet. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a lot faster than it was. I feel like I have to put a disclaimer that obviously the cars that were above it are on a better tire, but it came in 15th place. I'm not gonna even try to fit it in there. The V6 STI Type R Limited. Oh, I didn't even put the time. With the 30, what was it, 14? Not bad. I think some different tires, it would probably pick up some speed.
Yeah.
And more power too. I guess it is one of the lowest power cars here. I don't know what it makes. You guys can comment below if you know what a stock version 6 STI would make. But all of these cars make upwards of 500 horsepower except for the S1 GTR, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go back over to the car. I want to share with you guys a little bit of my future plans and see if you can help me on a couple things. All right, so AC's off in here.
I was wondering why it was so stale in here.
All right, so the first thing before I tell you my future plans with the car, I need your guys' help sourcing a couple things. I don't know a lot about the GC8 world. I do know I was able to secure a 22B steering wheel, but it doesn't work with the clock spring in this. And I think from what Seamus was telling me is I need some components from the earlier GC8s for it to work.
Okay.
So if you're a Subaru nerd and you know about that and you happen to have a parts car and can help me out, I think there's like a lot of little weird stuff I need in here. But I would love to be able to put a 22B steering wheel in this.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
This car's like kind of considered the next best thing to a 22B to a lot of Subaru people, so I think it'd be cool to put like a OE plus wheel in it.
Yeah.
I would love also the stock gauges to put here. I looked online, I could find the top gauge holder for a lot of money, but I couldn't find the gauges. So again, if you happen to have a parts car and you have the gauges that go here, I got an aftermarket pod, but I would love to like make this car as stock as possible on the inside. Those things are fine. I need a rear deck lid. I don't know if you can see through here, but there's no like speaker deck back there. I think someone deleted the speakers, so I mean honestly I could use the speakers too. So I need like the speakers and then the rear cover. The seats are good. I think everything else is there. I don't have seat buckles, but
Everything else is like really nice.
yeah, it's just missing all that little weird stuff. So build plans. The Subaru has, let's just say, 30,000 miles on it. I think it's on its first engine, which in the Subaru world is usually not the best thing. Usually you want one that's had the engine replaced.
The first of 10.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's all or nothing, where either I build a motor, go crazy with it, or I just leave it stock and enjoy it. And I don't have the knowledge or the desire to go crazy with this car.
Yeah.
I enjoy driving it a lot in its current form. I think I'd like to maybe do like a tiny bit louder exhaust. I'd like to put an ECU on it and have a proper tune on it, but then it's like, everything happens. Like it all just escalates. Like it's 14 pounds right now in a stock ECU, and I feel like it's pretty happy. Where I go from there, I don't really know. I can tell you the one thing that I know for sure want to do, and I'll show you why. I want to do a correction on the car, which the paint honestly isn't that bad on this, so it's gonna come back really nice. But the big thing is I got the stickers, and I want to put the factory stickers back on. Michael put them on the screen. They look sick, but I don't want to do that and then correct the car and then have to buy another set of stickers. I spent a lot of money trying to get like all the factory stickers and stuff for the car. But I think maybe I'll try dailying this. I am not currently dailying my E46 right now because, what was I doing? I was fixing something on
We
it.
were trying to get something done. We were doing interior trimming.
The interior trim isn't why I'm not driving it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm not driving it.
Is it AC?
Yes. The AC on that car keeps getting weak. I think it's got a leak.
Yeah, that would explain the fog that was coming out of the vents.
Yeah, so need to address that. I think I'm gonna trail this video into some other stuff. I just don't know what yet. So for now, see you tomorrow. Quick little update around the compound and some various things while we head over to the Cosmo. This, I don't know if we've shown, used to be our package room, and it's evolved into what is now gonna be our lounge. I totally ripped off the same exact furniture that our buddy's Porsche shop, 9 Sport Motorworks, because I like the vibe. Got the TV up, still figuring out where to put the race suits and stuff, but wanted your first impression of the compound, I shouldn't say you guys, the people that come here, not to be a package room with packages overflowing everywhere. So you come in and it's like the vibe, right? I don't know how I feel about the blue wall, but like the idea was it to be the E36. I just don't know what to put on it yet. But yeah, it rained a lot today. Look at how much water's here.
Yeah, we're supposed to get like a small little tropical storm today.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Wow, actually, I don't know that I can leave with the car that I was gonna drive with today. This is pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
It just rained so much in such a short period of time.
I think we've got 7 inches.
Huh, speak for yourself.
And she in the flood.
All right, we popped over to the Cosmo to get with Ray and Josh to get a little update on how things are going.
All right, so I'm basically body working this whole area here. And one of the problems that I noticed was that this line here was not very defined. I looked at the other Cosmo to double check that how the line's supposed to be. And I noticed that this one in particular was like, this edge was just disappearing like from here to here.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, so I need to make that. So I pulled the metal as much as I could, and then after that, you essentially have to, this is the part of Bondo that's like art. You have to now make, you now have to sculpt this to match with this and like make it not too sharp because this isn't sharp.
Right.
So you have to do that, and it's just back and forth. You gotta go and check that. So right now what I'm doing is I kind of got to a point where I need to check to see how it looks. So this is wax and grease remover, and if you spray it, it kind of simulates like clear coat. So then you can see it from the side, and you can see like, oh, is there waviness there? Is there anything weird? And so right now what I've noticed is there's a couple little weird things here.
Couple lines.
Yeah,
almost.
a couple weird little lines there from blocking it a certain way. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna block this out and see if I can get this to go away. A lot of the times they don't. You have to swipe again and block it again.
Yeah.
And that's why this is kind of time consuming.
Never-ending cycle.
Yeah, it's like you think you're done and then you're like, oh, well, you know, this car's gonna be black, so it's gotta be perfect, you know, so that's where we're at with it. But yeah, that's pretty much the bodywork side of it.
If you remember in the last video, we showed how there were some gaps on the side skirts because they were made for aftermarket fiberglass fenders. Josh got to work on it. I'm gonna let him explain what he did in order to get this arc back.
There was a huge gap, so basically what I did is cut a line and then push it back. Having this on the car, that way I can know, okay, a little bit more, you know. So I wanted to give some space anyway, but not too much, but enough that it have some play on it, because once it's too tight and you bolt it on, it's gonna crack.
Yeah.
Like we had some issue before on with other body kit, and I didn't want that to happen on this.
Right.
So hopefully it's good.
Josh texted me the other day and brought up something that I never even realized. There's these little cutouts in the bumper for fog lights, and they look awful. I'll put a photo up on the screen of how bad they look, so we're definitely not running fog lights, but when you got the fiberglass poppy, you can delete things like that. So Josh is planning to fill this as if it's not there at all. Are you doing anything with this one too? So you're gonna fill both. So then this will just look like a nice intentional piece instead of having these weird cutouts that are made for that fog light to fit in here.
Interesting.
Which I think will make it look a lot cleaner. And to continue on with the conversation of the rear taillights, we have 2 sets of taillights to choose from between the 2 different cars. The goal is to clean them up and see which ones will look better, and I'll kind of show you guys what I want to do with the taillights. And thanks to you guys reaching out, we have connected with a custom lighting shop by the name of MT Custom Lights up in Canada. They've actually done a lot of work for people I know, so I feel comfortable sending these lights, knowing that I feel like they're maybe hard to replace, maybe rare. I don't know how many Cosmo parts cars there are laying around.
They're pretty rare.
So I don't want to risk it, and they've done some pretty cool taillights on an NSX that I'll put on the screen that's super similar to what I'm envisioning. So I'm gonna clean these up, and then I'm gonna kind of like tape out some lines and kind of see if I can get the vibe of what I'm thinking. I think this is gonna be the set that I use. This is actually the set off the barn find car, let's call it. And then the other set is off of the car that we're currently painting, but it's broken, it's like kind of weathered, it doesn't look like it's in as good of shape. I don't think it's necessary to tape this out. I can put a photo on the screen of kind of the look I'm going for that I saw in another Cosmo online. But I think rather than doing a single bar, because this is so big, we'll do like a dual bar, and it'll stay kind of like dim like a DRL, and then when you press the brakes, it'll get brighter.
Yeah.
But I wonder, is it tacky to like do like a light up Unos thing?
No. There's cars that do that.
I don't know if I want to do that. I think it might look cooler just doing this, but the problem is it won't be illuminated.
Right.
Unless you do some sort of LEDs under that. But maybe I'll keep like the stock configuration for reverse lights, and then turn signals do like something in the middle.
Yeah, some infinity thing or...
It's tough because I don't have any like cars to compare it to, but I feel like if I just find like an OEM car that has something cool to mimic that, because like I'm not a taillight engineer, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess the people that build taillights will probably know this. One controversial thing that I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna delete all the chrome on the car. Because it's black, I don't really want, like, it's also weathered too, but I think I wanna black out all the chrome trim. It's something I would do if I owned a BMW and it had chrome trim. Even though sometimes chrome trim works and looks good, I think where the chrome trim is on this car looks weird. Like, on the taillight, it's just kind of tacky.
How it splits the taillight is definitely weird.
Yeah, I think it would just look cleaner if it's black. Like, I wish it could be red and it just blends together like it's one piece.
Right.
But
I think what we'll do is we'll black out the chrome. That's one more thing to look forward to on the car.
All right, now as we wrap up this video, I want to give you guys a little update on the big block car. Originally, I didn't think we'd have it together anytime soon, but believe it or not, the goal is to get it back together and running by mid next week because TJ Hunt is coming in town. We've been building his Mark V Supra, doing a full 2J Pro car setup, just like my Pro car. He's coming next week to try it out, and he asked me, he's like, is there any chance that I'll get to drive the big block? So maybe if we can get this thing back together, we can see TJ react and actually maybe even run doors with him. That'd be pretty cool. I haven't tandem in this car yet, so that'd be pretty sweet for the first time to be with TJ. But anyway, regarding the whole clutch situation, Steve Morris got us a pretty sweet locking plate design for the flywheel bolts. A local friend of ours is cutting that. We got a new clutch on the way, and Owen was able to get some offset dowels to align the bell housing a little bit better than it was before. I think all those things in conjunction will be putting our best foot forward. We also switched from a cast ring gear to a billet style ring gear, which will make sure we have the most flat surface possible, and came up with a pretty cool solution on how to clean up the crank. So it's looking good for that. I know a lot of you guys are stoked to see more content on this, so that's kind of your little update there. But until then, I was gonna take the Subaru to dinner tonight, but the battery's like shot, and I don't want to get stranded, so I ordered a battery for it, and I think I'll be taking the R32 GTR instead. You'll see that on my social media. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you soon.
When you say